Hello, Delaware Shakespeare family. David Stradley here, producing artistic director. We are very excited because we got our Beyond Shakespeare series kicked off last week with a reading event around Aimé Césaire's A Tempest. And we have our next Beyond Shakespeare event this coming Thursday, May 12th, a reading of a Spanish-English adaptation of Hamlet adapted by Tara Moses. Again, it'll be held Thursday, May 12th at 6:30 p.m. at Las Américas ASPIRA Academy in Newark. Tickets are pay what you decide, and you can find more information about the reading and make those ticket reservations at delshakes.org. The whole aim of our new Beyond Shakespeare series is to put diverse creative voices in conversation with Shakespeare and the plays we are producing in our season, so that we can see how artists all throughout time have been inspired by Shakespeare to make their own creations. And we are doing this reading of Hamlet, this Spanish-English adaptation of Hamlet, in conversation with a piece that we have been developing over the last 2 years, a Spanish-English musical adaptation of Twelfth Night. It's being adapted and written by Liz Filios and Tanakil Marquez. We'll be presenting a concert of the music from those songs over Memorial Day weekend in Rodney Square, and then the full production in the fall. And we thought it would be a good idea to let you know that Delaware Shakespeare are not these crazy people, and we're the only people thinking about doing a Spanish-English adaptation of Shakespeare, but that artists throughout time have explored Spanish and English and Shakespeare. So our adaptation of Twelfth Night uses Twelfth Night as a jumping off point. There are some pieces of the music and the text that are from Shakespeare, and there's other places where Liz and Tana have written these contemporary scenes and new songs that place the characters from Twelfth Night in some new situations. Tara Moses' adaptation of Hamlet, the scenes stay more or less as they are in Shakespeare's original, but the key is when people speak English and when they speak Spanish, and that adds all sorts of layers. So Tara has set her adaptation of Hamlet on November 2nd in colonized Mexico. So there's a couple cool elements there. So November 2nd, as many of you know, is Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. And on this Day of the Dead, the ghost of Hamlet's father comes back to ask Hamlet to revenge his death. Now, that part about it being set in colonized Mexico, during a power struggle. And Spanish really kind of serves as a stand-in for an indigenous language. And what language someone speaks in this adaptation really becomes an indicator for what side of this struggle they are on. So, for instance, Claudius only speaks English. Perhaps showing that in addition to killing his brother to take the throne, he's also siding with the English-speaking power in this struggle. The ghost, on the other hand, only speaks Spanish, indicating perhaps that in addition to wanting revenge for his death, he might also have strong feelings about the culture that is being overtaken by the other power in this drama. And Hamlet, on the other hand, switches back and forth between English and Spanish as he tries to figure out who he is and what he needs to be doing. So it's a really fascinating adaptation. If you know Hamlet, the dynamic of language in there adds some really intriguing insights. And even if you don't understand Spanish, you'll be told this fascinating story about how we use language to explore who we are. It is, again, Tara Moses' adaptation of Hamlet, El Príncipe de Denmark, a reading on Thursday, May 12th at 6:30 p.m. at Las Américas ASPIRA Academy in Newark. Tickets are pay what you decide at delshakes.org. We've got a wonderful all Latinx cast directed by Tamania M. Garza with live music by Karen Smith. It's going to be a fascinating evening. We hope to see you there Thursday, May 12th for our next Beyond Shakespeare event, a reading of Hamlet, El Príncipe de Denmark, a Spanish-English adaptation of Hamlet by Tara Moses. We'll see you there.